проти інших систем.
Russia has launched one of its largest reported overnight missile and drone attacks on Ukraine's capital region. Massive fires broke out across Kyiv and the surrounding oblast as warehouses, logistics complexes, industrial facilities, and commercial sites were engulfed in flames. Emergency crews battled multiple blazes across the metropolitan area, deploying helicopters, firefighting robots, and hundreds of rescuers. According to Ukrainian authorities, the attack stretched far beyond central Kyiv. Fires and damage were reported across 4 districts of the capital, while the surrounding Kyiv region saw strikes in Brovary, Bucha and Fastiv districts. Brovary appeared to be among the hardest hit areas, with multiple logistics centers, warehouses and industrial facilities catching fire. Additional strikes were also reported in Kramatorsk, Odessa and Kherson, highlighting the broad geographic spread of the attacks. Ukrainian officials also said the overnight barrage included ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and drones, making it one of the largest reported attacks on the Kyiv metropolitan area in recent months. Hours after the attacks, President Volodymyr Zelensky convened a meeting of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, not only to review the latest strikes, but also to assess the country's readiness for the months ahead. During the meeting, Zelensky warned that Ukraine has been receiving around 3 times fewer anti-ballistic missiles since the beginning of 2026, saying the country now faces a shortage of the interceptors needed to defend against ballistic missile attacks. He added that Ukraine must accelerate its domestic air defense program while continuing efforts to secure more support from international partners.
Since the beginning of 2026, Ukraine began to receive approximately 3 times fewer anti-ballistic missiles. Today, we are in a situation of a deficit. The direction in which we started our domestic air defense system is correct for today and must be implemented as soon as possible.
The timing of Zelensky's warning is significant. Ukrainian authorities say many of the reported strikes hit warehouses, logistics parks, commercial facilities, and industrial enterprises around Kyiv. These sites form an important part of the capital region's logistics and supply network. While firefighters were still battling large blazes and clearing debris, Ukraine's leadership was already discussing how to strengthen the country's ability to withstand future attacks. At the same National Security and Defense Council meeting, Zelensky laid out 3 immediate priorities before winter: strengthening protection for critical infrastructure, expanding shelters and bomb shelters, and increasing Ukraine's anti-ballistic capabilities. He also stressed that regional and local authorities must accelerate the implementation of resilience plans, saying delays in some communities need to be addressed before winter arrives.
There are 3 directions that we must focus on: our domestic anti-ballistic program and our plans for resilience. It is very important what winter depends on, what the working infrastructure and the life of our state depend on.
For Ukraine, this was more than another night of missile and drone attacks. It became a reminder of the growing challenge of protecting cities, critical infrastructure and supply networks while preparing for another wartime winter. As emergency crews continue clearing debris from the latest strikes, Kyiv's focus has already shifted from responding to today's destruction to strengthening the country's defenses and resilience for the months ahead.